the only thing more dumb than, neo-Nazis gathering outside in public, that's pretty dumb. You know what's dumber? Not realizing that Rage Against the Machine is not conservative. Rage Against the Machine went from fighting the system to telling you to get vaccinated and men can give birth. Yeah. Oh no, Rage Against the Machine turned into Raging for the Machine. They're communists? They're a political band? What? Yes. These guys have been like openly communist for like 30 years. 40? No, 30. 30. Right? From the 90s. It's now 30. God, I suck at math right now. For 30 years, they've been like very firmly on the left, And for some reason, these people haven't understood that. And it kind of reminds me of that Michael Graves interview, which would be, I need to find that. That'd be funny to go over on stream. But it's that Michael Graves interview where he was like, it was Ed Helms from The Office. He asked him, it was like, isn't the Republican Party just a machine? And you're punk, so you're raging against the machine? He's like, yes. But the Republican Party is also a machine, so aren't you actually raging for the machine? And he's like, well, I'm raging against the democratic machine. Okay, but are you still raging for a machine? And he's like, I guess so. I was like, what? Yeah. But oh my god, it's so fucking funny that like this specific instance right here is because of this concert where they put out this statement, which is pretty much on par with like anything, any of the lyrics off Evil Empire or Battle of Los Angeles, They listen, we're not here to talk about them being cringe. We know they're cringe. I'm not a simp for the band. In fact, they kind of I don't really like them too much. Zach's fine, I guess. The rest, especially the bass player, yeah, but not great. However, it's just I'm more surprised that people are just getting like shocked over this. But like, yeah, the statement they put out is like something that's pretty much on par with any of their discography. Not to mention that these people think that having to get vaxxed to go to a concert is all of a sudden government mandated death sentences. To where it's just like, yeah, I guess having to go get a vaccine to go to a concert. These guys really started liking the machine all of a sudden, huh? It's like, what the fuck? No, they just don't want people to get sick just because they went to a concert, Christ, it gets better. He kept posting. It's a thread. You either die young or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Fuck you. You better do what they tell you. Ooh, wait. Hold up. Let's keep going through the thread. Hold up. It gets better. So disappointing. Their song was a motivator for me during this past year. Such a disappointment to many of us. I just had Killing in the Name of on repeat every day that I didn't go get a vaccine. I'm so brave, guys. I'm truly a warrior. I'm truly a warrior. Random follow science and morality and stand up for the minority and the vulnerable. Something the right America stopped doing a long time ago. Oh, you folks are so triggered. They follow the science yet think men can get pregnant. Okay, oh boy. I mean, the system of oppression is still a system. Pushing big pharma talking points and wanting forced vaccine isn't anti-establishment. One, they're not like vaccine mandates. They just said, hey, if you're coming to the concert, you gotta be vaxxed to get in the venue. If anything, that's the capitalism talking, which is a system of oppression. But you ask these people that, their brain will just fucking explode. But yeah, just don't. We're not for a brain exploding here. That's bad. It's just so funny to me because it's Rage Against the Machine. Something that the conservative media has been on a tirade about for all throughout their musical career. But the minute they broke up as a band and they couldn't make statements as the band to talk about their political views and defend themselves whenever conservatives thought they were a good band, is the minute conservatives came out and were saying how great the band is and how it reflects the Republican ideal. Basically, they always just saw Rage Against the Machine as the classic white suburban kid who's just I'm angry, and they heard Killing in the Name of, and they're yeah, that really speaks to me. And it only really applied because their mom told them to take out the garbage or go do dishes, and they were fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Rather than any of the deeper meaning throughout any of the songs. Let's look up some lyrics from the band real quick. Sorry, Brezhnev, you're out of here. We're looking up random lyrics. Let's a good old song about police brutality. Come with it now, come with it now. The microphone explodes, shattering the mold. Either drops the hits like De La O or get the fuck off the commode. With the sure shot, sure to make the bodies drop and don't copy yo. Okay, God. Don't make this call a co-op. Terror reigns, drenching, quenching. Thirst the power dawns like five-sided fist a gun. The rotten sore on the face of the Mother Earth gets bigger. The triggers could empty your purse. Rally around the family with a pocket full of shells. Rally around the family with a pocket full of shells. Weapons, not food, not homes, not shoes, not need. Just feed the war cannibal animal. I walk the corner to the rubble that used to be a library. Line up the mine cemetery now. Yeah. Basically talking about the police state of America and how most of our problems were solved by just killing criminals rather than stopping them from becoming criminals. And, how do we stop them from becoming criminals? Well, with good infrastructure, both educational and monetary, meaning giving these people a way to educate themselves and a way to get money. But we don't do that. Instead, whenever these people go towards any desperate means, we just kill them with our big police state, which we fund by cutting the programs that would help stop crime. Of a sentiment that was pushed very heavy by the Black Lives Matter movement, the defund the police movement, everything ACAB related, and if you ask me, that doesn't sound very conservative. That sounds something like conservatives would hate, actually. Sounds like the opposite of what they want. They want to fund the police more. But no, I guess back then, Rage Against the Machine was just more conservative. I don't know. Bands will have names like Cops Killers Unite, and people will be surprised when they say defund, abolish the police, right? It's oh my God. When MDC, their frontman, MDC, the band that literally, the name is Millions of Dead Cops, when they said ACAB, you get all these fucking boomer punks just all of a sudden lose their shit because they're dude, you make good music, but you can't get political with it. It's motherfucker, he was in the band named Millions of Dead Cops. Do you think he has a preferable view on the police state in America? No. It was what the fuck did you think what they were going to say during all of this? You thought it was going to be good? You were dumb as fuck. It's it makes no sense to these people. But I don't know. I can't get into the mindset of that. Despite my little conservative phase in high school, I was still listening to these bands, but I was still I disagree with this. I never saw Rage Against the Machine. I never if I was Republican to this day, I wouldn't have I wouldn't have seen that and been man, these guys used to be good. I don't know what happened. I would have looked at that and been sounds about right, because I knew these guys were on the left. I knew that when I was on the right. So I don't you have to be unbelievably dumb to not understand this. Which I guess these people are, you know? It's so silly and goofy. Oh. I don't know. These guys need to stick with, I guess, more non-political music. Because I can't even say go with conservative music. Conservative music is fucking ass. Like, oh, I guess I'll listen to Screwdriver. Or, I guess the one good band is Fear. But the debate on whether they're conservative or not is always up in the air. Because they're like, is Leaving actually conservative or is he trolling? Because he won't give us a solid answer. Like, especially with punks, like, oh, I guess I'll listen to Screwdriver or Gangrene. Both bands that are just fucking awful. You know? With metal, you get Megadeth, which is cool, but then you also have to deal with Dave Mustaine, which is just like, so it's like, yeah, I think these guys are just better off sticking with non-political music. Sad. Sad day for them. Rip.